Hello and welcome to the channel. If you've watched the other series of Frostpunk 2 on the channel, you'll probably note this is not the first time that we've played Frostpunk 2 on the channel. This is going to be streamed live to Twitch under the username willcall, and the local recording is going to be uploaded to YouTube under the username willcall100. If you're watching this on YouTube, and this is not what you're expecting to be watching, which could be possible, I'm going to be running two Frostpunk 2 runs currently on the channel. So we've got the one we just finished on stream 4 days ago. That's still going up on YouTube. So if you're watching this as this is being released on YouTube, there should be the end of that series still going on for a little bit. So spoilers, we end up finishing it, although it takes longer than I had planned. Ended up playing later in the night than I probably should have. But near the end, I was definitely reaching the situation where I was like, oh, I've definitely screwed up and have done things wrong. So we're going to try to play a little bit better. I'm not necessarily going to turn the difficulty up, but we're going to be trying to do this deathless. So in the first attempt, we had people die because I was sort of trying to relearn how to do the game. Today, I think we can get away with no one dying if I play my cards right. So with that, let's go ahead and start up. So once again, I don't yet have the DLC, so we're going to be starting over the main campaign here. So we're doing a new story. We're not going to skip the prologue, although if we did skip the prologue, you can see the sort of thing it's letting us choose, right? So there's no sacrifices necessary, or do you pick stalwarts or faith keepers or whatever. We're not skipping it, we're going to let that go. I've turned the pop-up tutorials off, and we're not playing on survivor mode. We are going to play on steward, however. So with that, let's get into it. Team R&B is saying, ooh, new game. Did you win, lose last time, or just wanted to start over? We did both win and lose. I will spoil for the people who haven't watched the ending on YouTube yet. We did both win and lose. Chapter 5 got me twice, and on the third time, we succeeded.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together. United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts. But the world around us is dead. Empty.
Ripe for taking. The city grows.
Festers.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world. It's us who survived.
Yes. Now.
The captain's dead. Long live the steward.
The old dreadnought isn't much further. Almost there.
Okay, so here is the prologue once again. We are back with the Wanderers, setting up again at the Dreadnought. This is actually where we had, during this opening prologue, this is where we had our first couple deaths last time. If I play it right, we shouldn't have anyone die. So we'll see if we can get away with no one dying here. What I screwed up last time is I didn't get the housing out fast enough. I think you get, like, on steward difficulty, you get, like, 2 build cycles before people die. So I assumed, we're a little short, we'll be fine, because it didn't track deaths way, way, way back in the old days. It does now track deaths. So, here we are. Welcome to the prologue. We will restart the furnace, which first means we need to do some frost breaking. Get us access to the oil there. And then I'm also going to want access to the prefab wagon down here. Is there... Oh, that's a slightly better way to do that. Let's go around that side. Here we go. So, one clear away from having access to the other oil wagon. We will need the second one eventually. So here in the early parts, I'm probably not going to speed the game up a little bit, because that might have been one of the reasons I screwed up. I did definitely miss one of the events last time. First thing, frost break the oil wagon, do some extraction district, and then turn on the furnace is the first quest here. We're going to do a little bit of multitasking. As soon as we get access to building districts, I think it's going to give us access to building the housing district as well, so we'll start building the housing district as well, because we do need housing to keep people from freezing to death. I believe we need 2.5 housing districts, if I remember correctly. It might only be 2, but we definitely need more than 1. Okay, so there's our frost breaking. And yes, it did give me the extraction district, so we want the oil, like so. And I want the housing district. Get the +1 degree temperature from there. We'll go ahead and get the prefab district while we're at it. And I'll do a little bit of frost breaking. So we're going to want to frost break you. And I'm going to be wanting to frost break over to the prefabs over there. That'll work for the moment. That's all our workers tied up. So here on this first mission, outside of food, we're not allowed to stockpile anything besides prefabs. And prefabs has got the mix effect of both being heat stamps and prefabs, which I think was actually the original intention for the game, but then the game, due to player feedback, got I think beta player feedback got broken into heat stamps and prefabs. So sort of the industrial capacity to build your city, and the currency to build the city. Yeah, it got separated. Okay, frost breaking is done, and we'll keep frost breaking down to the prefab. And all that should finish at about the same time. I need to do a little bit more frost breaking around here for the next housing unit. Frost breaking might be a little behind schedule, but that'll be fine. Okay, so multiple quests here. Well, for the oil quest completes, as thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us, but more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It allows us to weather many a whiteout, and will do so again. We have oil, we can turn on the furnace. Turn it on. We want to check the temperature. And these places, we could probably get away with these places being chilly, but in the opening level point of this level, We're not allowed to actually stockpile fuel, so we might as well use the fuel that we've got. Provide basic infrastructure. The furnace is on, we have enough oil to cover our current needs, but cold will still affect our people until they have proper sheltering. Housing will protect us from the cold if built close to proximity to the furnace. So, and we need prefab structure for building stuff. I already built the stuff that is associated with that, so it's already jumped that step. It's now edging us to get some food. That wants us to frostbreak to fertile soil. We already did that. Build a food district on the fertile soil, which we will now do. Although I'm probably going to turn that district off the moment it is done. For some spoiler reasons. Okay, start frostbreaking over there. We can only frostbreak one tile at the moment until we get the food district in. And then when that food district comes in, I believe we get our second batch of people here. First time chat. Hey, Will, have you played any of the new TI DLC yet? I assume that's the Terra Invicta DLC. No, I have not played the new Terra Invicta DLC yet. I didn't have early access to it, and I've got other stuff I want to run on the channel in the short term, so I haven't had time to run a poll on what people would like to see on the subreddit for it. So no, I haven't played any of the Terra Invicta stuff. Assuming that's what you're referring to. Okay, our frostbreaking's done. I'll go ahead and get one more. This is all got space for the next housing district. Here on the Prologue, we don't get to expand the housing districts. It's just the basics tiles. So when I get more people, I'm going to need more housing. And Virgo for Frodo was saying it was. So yeah, it was referring to the Terra Invicta DLC. But yeah, I haven't even picked it up yet. I am resisting playing it until I have time to run it on stream, and I'm resisting buying it until I have time to run it on stream, just in case it comes down in price, which it probably won't. Okay, so here is the event I forgot to click on last time. A mysterious symbol, the Captain's Legacy. One of the Frostbreaking crew uncovered the frozen remains of a man in tattered uniform. His shoulder pads read, New London Scouts, 3rd Platoon. He bears an obscure insignia. Some of the elders claim it belongs to a military organization, where others argue it has religious significance. Maybe you've heard of this New London before and can settle their debate. So here we have Order v. Faith. We did Faith last time. We'll do Order this time. Burger Photo saying, I haven't even played 1.0 yet, so I'm no rush either. Yeah, I've played 1.0. I'm not exactly sure what I'm interested in doing in the new DLC, which is one of the reasons I'm going to run it via a poll. Yeah, here we are. So we were given the quest here to prepare for the whiteout. And here comes the rest of the people.
Keep calm. Rushing about won't help.
Second group of wanderers has arrived. So we got 88 weeks to stockpile enough food to feed everyone. Oh, one thing I should have done, we're going to turn you off for the moment. That way we have enough food to do what we want. Okay, so I'm going to have to get some housing district down. It provides 15 each, so I'm actually going to need a second housing district. So there, a third housing district. Okay, so when that one's done, I should be able to build a third one. We're going to need a bunch of prefabs to build everything we want, so we're going to immediately use the prefab. We start extracting the district over here for the second prefab location. And I have here more, yes. And I need prefabs to frostbreak, so for the moment we can't do any more frostbreaking. Okay. Let's unpause, let some of that stuff come online. So I think I'll be able to get away with no sacrifices. So I should be able to get away without having the elders sacrifice themselves or harvesting the seals down here. But to do that, I need to bring all the other food districts online at the same time. And tighten the belts. my understanding. The thing most likely to kill you, which is always the thing most likely to kill you in... well, I say kill you. Most likely to cause deaths is the cold. So we need to solve the cold problem first. So when I get 90 more prefabs, we're going to build the third housing unit. Which should provide enough housing for everyone. Right now I'm making 23 a week. We'll make another 23 when this one's done down here. Housing district is done. We've done paused. I don't yet have the prefabs. I need 140. We have 96. Although the prefab harvester should be done, so it's going to take 2 weeks. One short. Go. Pause and get this district queued up. Here we go. And I have some prefabs. We can start the snake out to the next prefab, or next farm location. I have enough, I might be able to do another steak. So let's get this one coming down to the oil. And I'll start working out towards the food down here. I'm going to try not to use the seal colony, but we'll see. Did I warm this one up? Doesn't make a big difference. It's the difference between 20 a week and 24, 23 a week or something. And right now we don't need the fuel for anything else, so you might as well spend it. Okay, frost breaking's done. So we continue snaking out to get the food. That'll work for you. And when that one's done, I should be able to sink the rest of the way down to the last food source over there. That one's done. So we can snake out the seal colony in case I need it. I think I can get away without using it. I think I need to get, as I said, I think I need to get all the food things on a line at the same time to not use it. There we go, so we got enough housing. Don't need this one up at full level. Cool down. Take another level off one of these ones as well. Yeah, there we go. Save the workforce for later. And we get down to the food district. In addition to that, I'm gonna have to make, what is it, 3 food districts back to back to back, all on top of each other. So I now need 320 prefabs to build all of them. In the meantime, food is growing. Food demand is growing. Turn you on 65 weeks. Okay. Pausing it. So there's nothing notable is when we can start to have bad things happen. Yeah, let's start building these food districts. So 1. Next week we can start the next one. I think it'll take 4 weeks to build. I'm correct. There we go. Next food district. And I've probably delayed the first one long enough I can turn it on. Food. Here's the degree that our people are hungry. No, I need to. If I'm going to use it, I should turn it all the way out. All the way out, please. And that isn't enough food to bring us positive. I'm pretty sure I need all 4 of them to make the timing here. And then I need to get the food storage up as well, of course. Otherwise we only have 10k storage, and we need 40k. Okay. So now I don't have enough heating for everything. That'll be fine for the short term. Oil really only needs to be chili. And yeah, I think we'll accept the extraction buildings are chili for the moment. Save. Well, actually, I might as well keep. No, we probably want you on warm. So you're on warm. Oh, I'd like you on warm as well. So, the ones that we need output from right now, which are these 2, we're going to put on warm so we get extra yield. When I got the last food one building, we're going to get the food one building and get the storage building, and then we're going to build more heat by setting up an extraction district on the oil well. Basically 1, then 2, and by then we should have some follow-up quest stuff. Ready for that next one. And I've got 57, which is enough for the food stockpile, so I'll put the food stockpile down. Which we need. As we don't have enough stockpile space. We are currently producing food at a rate we'll have enough in 145 weeks, and we got 69 to go. We're definitely going to have to make food a little bit better, but that's why we've got the 4th food deposit going down. And I think we're at the point where I can come in... Oh, I haven't had the quest associated with you yet. We're eventually going to get a quest, or a reminder of what options we can run, which is over time and telling these guys to tighten their belts. We're going to tell these guys to tighten their belts. Okay, in the meantime, we're saving up for an extraction district, so the next payout we get, we're going to put an extraction district down for Will. There we are. That'll allow us to warm up the district some. And yeah, the prefabs don't last forever. That's why we want to run them hard and fast. We want them extracted as quickly as possible so we can move on to other things. Okay, let's get the third oil extractor going. Okay, let's review our temperature. So you're warm. Okay, everything's chilling. Everything you don't mind about as much as chilling. And yeah, we're currently running 9 weeks behind schedule. I think 8 weeks behind schedule. I think we can improve that a little bit by warming the places up and by having the wanderers tighten their belts. And then we should be able to hit target. At this point, the remaining crews should start carving towards the materials. Are going to get a quest to harvest those materials. Here's the quest. Pouring soil in his hands. We've been here so many times. The soil is depleting each year. There's more of us and less of the earth. Running out of fertile soil. One day there will be nothing to grow food on. We may not be able to make it through the whiteout without sacrifice. I could do with less if it means more of us make it through alive. We might not be able to fill the food stockpile without exceptional measures. Consider asking the wanderers to tighten belts or instill emergency shifts in the food districts. So, emergency shift, if we leave that on too long, will kill people. The tightened belt, as long as we only do it once, will not. So we hit tightened belts. This lowers the food demand per capita in exchange for an immediate hit to hunger. And now we're on target. We're 2 weeks ahead of target, which is good to see. Okay, we have more temperature to distribute. Fuel extraction will run on chili. And we'll try to turn as many of these to warm as possible to maximize food extraction. Here we go. 46 weeks. Although it's about to get colder in about 10 weeks, so... Well, we'll have more heat by then, so... that might not be a problem. We haven't had the quest for it, but we're gonna continue to work towards materials for when we need them. And there we go, some more heat to distribute. At this point, I might as well warm these guys up to no longer be chilly. And in fact, I might as well go all the way to livable until the temperature drop increases our heating demands. When we get the next temperature drop, we won't necessarily be able to maintain livable everywhere. what I will do is, once we hit the point where we're locked in with victory here, I'll probably turn the speed up. Okay, so we've cut through to that one. We want to cut through to the other one. We haven't had the quest to do the materials yet, so we can procrastinate on actually starting those constructions. Plus, I don't have any surplus workforce until the prefab harvesting is done. As you can see, this one's on timer warning for it's going to nearly deplete, which is fine. Oh, I might actually be short on food. We're going to be short by like 1 week. Although, so that's 42, that's 45, that's 43. Yeah, we're gonna be getting a little close without using the one, the seal encampment. I have to kiss 40,000 to complete the quest. Otherwise, we will need to take more aggressive maneuvers. You're done in 3 days. Okay, so we can go ahead and assemble you. Provide some decent amount of prefabs. Although at this point I don't necessarily need prefabs as bad, because I think we've got 2 things to build and then we're pretty much done. Given that, we can start building those. We don't have the quest to build these yet, but we can start on them anyway. Third week? Okay, so looks like we're going to be right on target. But we're going to complete the Prepare for the Wait Out quest just as our surplus food capacity runs out. And there's the warning on this one down here that's running out 6 weeks. Let's turn the speed up a little bit. At this point, we're mostly just waiting for the food to be stockpiled up, the whiteout, and actually in this case, we're waiting for the temperature drop. We're gonna have actions to do when the temperature drops. Oh, we got a quest here. Against the elements squalor. Each day, the wind grows fiercer. Relentlessly, it beats against our buildings, waking our structures gust by gust. Without raw materials to repair the damage, our districts will deteriorate. The more we build, the more materials we'll need. This is the world we know. Provide more materials or reduce squalor. We're going to agree to this because I think we can just do this. In fact, we've sort of started on the process, right? Okay. I need to get to 150 workers, so I need to turn it down 1 tip and put up the next extraction district. There we go. And again, at this point, we'll one speed it into the actual cooldown. That reminds me, do I have enough temperature to get you to warm? Yes, we might as well be warm until the temperature down gets. So whatever reason our food stockpile is considered chilly, it's not an issue. And then generator itself was always considered livable. Here's the temperature down. Need to make sure the food places are warm, which means I actually need to make other things chilly to support that. Okay. I think that will work out best for the moment. Let's advance some time. When this one finishes up in a week, we can stop heating it and use it to heat elsewhere. I need a little bit more heat for this one. That'll be fine. Again, I think we're still on... just about on target. We should hit 40k without using the seals. Okay, there's our materials. Trust is rising. In practice, I only need to make enough materials that we're materials positive, so I can turn this down a bit. Because again, there's no stockpiling on this level. And we probably want that chilly, not cold. I don't have any place I want to steal the heat from. So I guess it's just going to be cold. That'll be fine. Again, we can probably take the heat from this district here to warm it up to chilly. And there it goes. Again, disassembling it. Can you make you chilly? And at this point, I should be safe to just crank the speed up until prepare for the whiteout completes. Looking at her grandchildren playing. My knees ache, my fingers are so stiff, I can't hold a needle anymore. I've lived a full life. It warms my heart to see the little Asling and Cillian playing by the evening fire. But maybe this is it. I've talked with the other elders. If it comes to it, we will go. Won't let my grandchildren starve. So we're being told that the elders are willing to leave to reduce the food requirement. I don't think we need them to reduce the food requirement, so we're good. We do not need to make that sacrifice. We have another quest. This is the hint so that you can use the seal colony. Shocked by the sight of seals. Seals! I can't believe my eyes. We haven't seen them since the Great Frost. How did they survive? There's enough meat there to feed everyone. We're saved. But should we slay them? The Lord saved them from the end of the world, too. And again, I don't think we need to. If I end up needing to, I'll have to do a panic build. It'll be fine. But yeah. This is going to run out 1 week, in theory, before our stockpiles are full. So maybe not the best timing. But I think we got enough food between them all that we should be good. I think we should just kiss 40k without the seal colony. And I suppose I can have the unworking people work in the housing district. And I can put more in the chilly districts, but that does expose more people to disease that I don't need to do right now. Five weeks out, 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out. 1 week out. Food's gonna run out first one, which... There we go. So we hit 40k without having to use the seals. You're out, so we disassemble you. Recoup the workers. And, more importantly, recoup the heat. And now we just wait for the whiteout. So as long as we don't get anyone killed between here and the whiteout, we get through the prologue at deathless. Okay, another one's empty. That's expected. And again, we use that to prove the warmth of the districts. Just a smidge. So at this point, we shouldn't be having anyone getting sick, because all the districts are livable. And all the food is harvested. So hopefully we got enough food. We do, but you just had to... Oh, interesting. Eating our stockpiles. Is that a new one? We hit the 40k. Is it gonna complain that I am not at 40k anymore? Because if it is, I have a problem. Okay, so I'm going to do the seal colony because I'm worried. I think I should still be fine, but... Anyway, so we had to give into the seal colony consumption, but we're fine otherwise. Ah, the oil well ran out. Hadn't accounted for that mega potential. Oh, actually, we may find out. I might have screwed it up, and we might be losing here because I didn't use the seal colony early enough. Use the emergency shift here. I know it's doable without the from theory. I think it's doable without the seal colony. It may only be doable in lower difficulties. I assumed you only had to kiss the 40k, but I may be wrong. Okay, so I might have been able to do that without doing the seal colony because we didn't get back to 40k. You may not have had to maintain 40k, but you just had to hit 40k in the first place. Against all odds, the Wanderers' survival. When the whiteout hit the camp, the Wanderers were almost ready. When the wind grew hungry the last days, where the howling wind subsided, we could see the bones through our skin. But the miracles of the seal colony strengthened our hope that our journey was not over, and we would one day lead to a promised land. Our elders have added to the story of a great tale alongside warnings of a sinful city that still pumps smoke into the sky. We survived. Welcome to New London. The old captain's dead. New London is weak. Food is low, overpopulation looms, coal is running out. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is it the same future for all? Spoilers, the answer is no. The answer is very much no. Keep the city together, or hold its hand on its deathbed. Chapter 1. Scraping the Barrel. The coal is running out. The captain is dead. As he weakened, growing divisions brought the city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now, New London is left to suffer the consequences. As steward, it is your charge to lead, but you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to bring more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Let's get back to work. Okay. So, we managed to make it through the prologue with no deaths. So we're doing pretty good. But we're also at a good place here to put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. In fact, we'll have a part up from the previous run up tomorrow, and I think another part from this run up tomorrow. I forget what part would be up going today for the previous run. I think we might be on chapter 4. And then I think it's the 3 chapter 5 parts will be the next couple parts coming up. Yes, I over-recorded last time, let's just say. So we're going to run the 2 runs in parallel here. So it's going to be the end of the last one and the beginning of this one. So we're going to try to do this deathless. You'll also notice we went order this time, so we have the stalwarts instead of the faith keepers. And instead of the evolvers, we'll have... Oh, I forgot what the other one's called. We'll know when they show up. And I'm going to I'm going to do a little bit more metagaming this time. We're going to try to do it deathless, which means come chapter 4 and 5, I need certain texts researched, ideally, before we enter those chapters. So for chapter 5, we need prisons and enough guards that I can keep people from dying. Chapter 4, we probably want automated workforce ready, so when we're working through the miasma, we can have the robots go in and do the work for us. Sort of thing. But yeah, this is where we're going to be putting the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a short break here to get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and try to get the next ad break out of the way. We didn't run the first part quite as long as we did last time, so we're having a little bit of an earlier ad break here. I'll probably let the next part be a bit long. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and/or stream, and bye for now.